Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing another mod review, and this mod I feel like is low-key underrated in The Sims. It is Zero's custom degree mod, and it basically adds in a ton of new degrees that you can get within your Discovery University pack within The Sims. This is one of my favorite mods, and I know I say that every video, but look, they had a lot of degrees within Discovery University, I will admit, but these degrees that they add into the game are absolutely insane, and I never would have thought of a mod like this to add in more degrees for your Sims to have a little bit more of a kind of option to kind of have more of a storyline with them instead of having like the basic degrees that we get. So this mod, I'm just going to be doing a mod review on custom degrees, but there are so many mods that go hand in hand with this mod. For instance, through Zero's mods, they have a couple more mods that go hand in hand with the Discovery University, which is also like a higher scholarships that you can get. You can also get it to where the courses are more than EA's like standard pricing, so you can have your Sims have to pay a little bit more for university. They also have a harder acceptance into university as well mod. And there's another mod that goes hand in hand with this, which is Andra's, which is ANDIRZ. I don't know how to say the name of it, but I did the Sim online store, and that was by that mod creator, but they also have a more electives course for your Sims to be able to have a little bit more electives within their studies. So basically, there's a whole lot of mods that go hand in hand with this one, but we're just going to be looking at the custom degrees mod. So let's hop into the game and see what all degrees we will be getting in this mod. So if you're not familiar with how Discovery University works, basically you apply online like any college you would do is fill out an application. But what I did go ahead and do is randomize her skills so that we have some things to go off of, because like anything, you need some skills in the department that you're going to go into. So with the Sims, normally you get that experience through like elementary and high school. This is a new Sim, so I just randomized some of her skills so that we might have an easier chance of having some of the things pop up so we can actually look at what they all give. But I am going to go ahead and actually kind of cheat her into university. So we will do that right now, because it'll just be 10 times easier to do this instead of waiting, for everything to fall in line. All right, so we are now at the University Enrollment Guide page. This is where you get to choose between Brightchester or Foxbury. Remember, the two universities are kind of different. I feel like University of Brightchester is more of your literature and like arts and stuff like that. And then Foxbury is more of your like science school, like more of the STEAM stuff. So we're going to check out Brightchester first and see what all the new degrees we have. So here is the list of new degrees that we have. There's a ton of options, and it's just so very cool to see that you can have more of a storyline with your Sims and their degrees as well. So we'll start off with animal behavior right here. This degree benefits doesn't show any. Oh wait, some of the degrees will show like the degree benefits with like the certain careers. So like for instance, biology right here, which is if you don't get into a distinguished career at Brightchester, this is essentially you can get the biology degree from Brightchester, but it wouldn't be a distinguished degree. So if you clicked on biology, it shows these careers right here. Some of the careers don't really give you a degree benefit, but you can still get the degree and go into a career, if that makes sense. So right here we have animal behavior, and then we have archaeology, which helps with art critic and patron of the arts, so more of an art career. Art history is part of EA, so I'm not going to go through that. Arts of music obviously helps you in the musician career. And if you don't know what degree benefits are, basically when you come out of university, you will start at a higher level depending on how good you did in university, and you will also get added bonuses. So your Sims will be making a little bit more money than Sims who don't go to college. Also have astrophysics, but I'm not going to cover the ones that are not part of Brightchester. We can do that for Foxbury. So we'll leave the ones that are from Foxbury. If you can't tell which ones are from Foxbury, they should have this little thing right here, but also you can kind of tell when it's between like a science or, more of a literature and literary and stuff like that. But I know it's like the same thing. But anyways, we'll continue. Communications as well. That is part of EA. And then we have culinary arts, which is also part of EA. We have digital media, which I'm not sure if this is part of EA or not. But anyways, it helps with internet personality and trendsetter. We have drama, which I'm pretty sure was already there to begin with. The next one is fashion and styling, which I know is part of the mod, which is basically helps you in the stylist career, but still, again, I feel like that would be really, really cool for The Sims to have added like a fashion styling thing within your Sims. Also with the Get Famous pack, you might want to have a Sim that's more into the fashion side of things. So this would be perfect if they got a degree in this and they can just go right into the stylist career and, you know, have those benefits. And then fine arts, I know is part of Brightchester already. Folklore and mythology, they actually help with a couple different things. And the Arthur career, it helps, and also the freelance writer, and weirdly enough, well, not weirdly, well, I don't know why I said weirdly, the paranormal investigator, which kind of lines up perfectly with the folklore and mythology. So if you're looking to get an added bonus, you might as well just get that degree with your paranormal investigator license. And then history, I already know is part of EA. Interior design, this is very cool because it obviously helps out with the interior decorator career, but still kind of gives your Sims a storyline to be like, oh, they went to college, got their degree, were able to get out and get a higher level on the interior design career. I've played with the interior design career a little bit, but sometimes it takes a while to get those promotions and you're not able to do like some of the other projects because you have to have a certain degree, not degree, but you have to have a certain level of promotions to be able to do some of the bigger rooms. So maybe if you just wanted to skip the process of actually, you know, having to get those promotions, you could just get your, you know, interior design degree and, you know, climb up the ranks that way. Also have legal studies, which obviously helps out with the detective career and the private attorney, which is very, very nice. Maybe you don't want to go into the language and literature because I'm pretty sure this also helps with the private attorney. So maybe you wanted your Sims to have more of a legal studies degree. This is perfect. This is right up your alley. And then we also have, I'm pretty sure painting arts is part of EA, but if it's not, this is the careers that, you know, benefits, you get the benefits from. You also now have philosophy, which the degree is unemployment. The degree benefits are unemployed. So I don't know. I don't understand the philosophy. I understand philosophy. I think it's actually pretty cool. I don't understand the degree for it in real life. No hate to anyone that's in getting their philosophy degree. My sister's getting her philosophy degree. So maybe I could ask her the importance of it, but yeah, this is kind of funny, but it's not funny at the same time, but it's low-key kind of funny. Anyways, so if you're going to go in the philosophy career, you might end up unemployed, so it doesn't help anything. So you might not want to go and spend all the money that your Sims are gonna have to pay for a philosophy degree where it doesn't give you any degree benefits. So that's completely up to you what you want to do with your Sims. But next we have photography, which I think they should have added in the beginning of the EA thing, because we do have a couple careers where photography is pretty big. So, but this one helps with the freelance fashion photography, which would be very nice if your Sims are trying to be a photographer. You can get your photography degree. And then we have social justice, which helps with the charity organizer and the politics degree, or the private attorney again. But now that we've covered all of Brightchester's distinguished degrees, let's go over to Foxbury to check out more of the STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and medicine careers and degrees. I say careers because technically it's a career. I guess I covered animal behavior, which should have been a distinguished degree for Foxbury, so I probably shouldn't have gone over that in my first part, but that's fine. We move on. We move on. We have astrophysics, which helps out with the scientist and space ranger career. So this is pretty nice too, because obviously this is more on point with those careers. Instead of just getting your biology degree, this is more of a, you know, specific degree for that. Next we go into biology, which already is part of EA, so I'm not going to go over that. Botany and plant science obviously helps with the botanist career. So if you want your Sims to go into that career, this would be an absolute perfect career to go into. We have chemistry, which I don't know if this is part of EA or not. I don't think so. I think it's part of custom degrees, but this helps with the doctor and scientist career within your Sims game. And then we have computer science, which is also part of EA. And then criminology. I love criminology. Obviously helps with the criminal aspect of the Sims game, which I don't know. And then detective and judge. So that's kind of funny. You could literally be going to school with a Sim who's trying to get a criminology degree to be criminal. And then you could be sitting next, your Sims could be sitting next to another Sim getting the degree to be a detective. That would be kind of funny. And then we have economics here as well. That helps with administrator, environmental manager, and obviously investor career because it's business. So obviously that would help out with that career. Environmental science helps out with the botanist again, environmental manager, and the green technician. I'm pretty sure this is part of the civil design career. City planner or something like that. I can't remember the name for the exact career, but I know it's in that realm. I know it's somewhere in designing the cities in The Sims. Could you imagine Sims designing a Sims 4 world? That would be pretty scary. We have games development, which is perfect for our esport gamer career, but also our freelance programmers as well. Freelance careers do make quite a bit of money, so if you're really good at it, you can bank off of the freelance careers depending on which career you go into. We also have health and fitness science, which helps with the athlete career and the doctor career as well. So maybe if you had a sim that's more focused towards like physiotherapy or like more of the sports, side of things, they could go into, the doctor career and have that, storyline for your Sims. We have marine biology, which I don't know if you guessed it, but it covers marine biologists. If you get a marine biology degree, you will have a benefit for the marine biologist career in The Sims 4. Next off, we have mathematics, which is for scientist and tech guru. I love how we got into all of the distinguished degrees for both Brightchester and Foxbury, but this one, and it's medical science. I can't click on it, but if it's my best guess, I believe it's part of the doctor career. So if you get your medical science degree, you can get the doctor degree benefits, but I think I can actually check that through Brightchester. So we can go back. We can diverge back to Brightchester to see exactly what it says. Nutrition and dietetics. We're just gonna leave it diet. I'm gonna say nutrition and diet. If you want to be a nutrition, you can become a doctor with this degree, and you can also become a chef as well. And lastly, we have physics as part of that. Psychology, though, this one kind of got a rebrand though, because we do have this within the Sims 4 already. Psychology was a career that you could get, although with psychology you could become a doctor. With this one, you cannot. It's a covert operator, which is part of the military branch, detective, which is part of obviously the detective career, and diamond agent, which is part of the secret service, basically the secret service of the Sims. And then we also have veterinary medicine, which is part of the marine biologist. But I do want to point out another thing about the veterinary medicine. Zero has a mod, at least I have it in my game, where you have required degrees for promotions. So at one point in your Sims 4 game, you could be 3 levels in to the doctor career, and it will pop up saying that your requirement for the next promotion is to get a doctor degree, something pertaining to the line of medicine in your Sims 4 game. Well, part of that mod is that you have to have a veterinary medicine degree in order to open up a vet clinic. Some people don't like that. I understand it, which is why it's a mod and you can decide to download it or not. I personally like the required degrees for promotions because you cannot be telling me that you start off as a doctor in The Sims and you start off as like an orderly and then you work your way up to chief of staff. Like, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. And we have villainy, which is already part of the EA stuff, so we won't go over that. But I did want to check out one more thing for medical studies. I have got to see what the degrees that you can get, what the degree benefits you can get. Medical science, here we go. Just doctor, just as I figured. But now we get to the part where now we've gone through all of those, we can now pick our degree for what we're going to do. I think we're going to go with Foxbury on this one. And I think because her career, the skills that I was looking at shared more stuff for the programming side. So I think we're going to go games development, and then we'll pick 3 classes, and you can kind of see the classes that are brought up here. I do suggest if you're doing Discovery University and you want your Sims to do well, do 3 core classes and 1 elective. We can do logical analytics. Also, if you do have the Andrews mod for more custom electives, you will have more options within your elective careers within your elective classes to pick for your Sims. So it's a little bit more, focused on the Sims, and your Sims will actually, gain helpful skills for their career of what they choose. But we'll go ahead and continue. We're going to go off to a dorm. I'll do this one so we don't have to worry about the other guy there. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name, but I don't want to take care of that other Sim. We'll go here, and right here, it does show, I think I have the extra cost, so it makes your Sims careers more. So for instance, at the end of this, it's 7,700 $333, depending on the course that you take. Some of them will be more expensive, some of them won't be, but you can also choose to pay with student loans, but you can also choose to have it still EA price. You just have to get the right file for it. I guess I wasn't looking when I downloaded the mod, so that's on me. But anyways, we'll check it. But that way you can see how expensive it would be to go to school. Now, different degrees might be cheaper than other degrees. Obviously, we're going into game development, so that is, a lot of money goes into that. So I would understand why it's $7,000 to go to school, but that's crazy. $7,000 1 week in The Sims to go to school. I'd be broke. My sim is practically broke. We're broke. Well, never mind, because we sold all of our items. But now we're back at the university, and we have obviously our stuff right here. So I'm not going to go through all of the stuff for the different degrees and stuff, but hopefully that kind of explains all the careers that you get within the mod itself. I don't feel like many people cover the custom degrees on YouTube, which is why I thought to make this, because I feel like it's one of those mods that you either know of or you don't. So I feel like this adds in a perfect amount of realism to your game, because you're able to have more of an in-depth story and more of, an actual storyline with your Sims, and not have those, degrees that are kind of basic in my opinion. So it adds a little more to your game. You can get a little bit more creative within your Sims game. But anyways, I will end the video here. Well, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you learned something new about the Sims 4 mod today, and that you enjoyed watching this video. Certainly I did enjoy making this video, because I feel like, again, it's underrated. I don't know how many people play with this mod in their game, but if you are one like me who plays with a lot of family gameplay, this is a perfect mod to add into your Sims 4 game, because it gives your Sims, again, more of a storyline, but it also makes it more realistic within your game, because careers and degrees can be so specific to what they actually require in real life. So to have that option in The Sims to be able to say, you know what, I really want my Sims to go get an interior design degree, but now I can do that within The Sims 4, but also, again, lets your kind of imagination run wild within The Sims. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and comment your favorite part about this mod, and what your favorite degree would be in this mod. Like, what would you want your Sims to go into with these new degrees in The Sims 4? Because normally, I normally have my Sims go into like a doctor career, but I feel like I'm leaning towards maybe a fashion stylist degree for my next Sims. But anyways, if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But with that, I will see you all on Friday.